stay away from DIY. I'm an honest starter.
Nonsense. You persevered with the shelves, didn't you? Look at them. Perfect. Now, will you pass them through, please, sir?
Yes. I suppose it was a bit ambitious, really. It's more of a construction job than anything else.
Like I said, it could have happened to anybody.
You're right. It could.
We'll have to leave the dishes or we're going to be late. What are you looking at?
How do you feel about some new wall lights?
Nick, you've got to pull yourself together, love. I know it's hard, but you've got to get on with your life. You might be better off at work, love. It'd help take your mind off things.
Work? Work, Mum? There's nobody to work for.
I just thought it might be better to be occupied.
I've got enough to occupy me. And right now, Frank Tate's garden is the last thing on my mind.
Have you let him know you're not going in? Why don't you give him a ring, love? You can't just let him down. He's been good to you and Elsa.
Mum, I don't want to talk about it, all right?
You're gonna have to, love, sooner or later. You've got to make contact with her. She can't just take Alice away from you like that. There's such a thing as right of access. She's got to let you see her.
Mum, I don't want to see her. What's the point? What am I gonna do? Alice is my daughter. I need her, Mum.
She's not been left with a stranger before. I've got a bag here with some of her toys in.
Oh,
Is she all right? And she'll usually only fall asleep if this is playing.
oh, I'll bear that in mind.
No. She will be all right, won't she?
Of course she will. We'll all get on fine. Now, you'll want to get off to work. What is it you do?
Shop assistant. Well, it's my first day.
Oh, you won't want to be late, then. Oh, you'll be picking her up by 6:30, will you?
Yeah. Bye then, love.
She'll be fine. Really.
Hi, Joe.
Rachel, hiya.
I thought I'd have a look round the farm.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
Does Mark know that I'm coming?
I haven't told him.
Where is he?
Moping around the house. Decided not to go to school again. I just hope he sees sense when you talk to him. Do you ever have these problems, Ali? Want you to throw away your future?
Every other week for about a year. Listen, I don't mind having a talk to him, of course I don't, but I can't guarantee that I'm going to have any more success than you did, Joe.
I just want you to try. If anyone can do it, you can.
Where are you going?
Taking Saint Home Farm. Kim says I can stable him there. Well, it makes sense because I'm going to use him to patrol the estate. Good luck with Mark. See you later.
See you. Right, I'll show you the calves, then I'll leave you for a bit whilst I sort out little brother, OK?
Yep, great.
I was on my way to the market and I had this sudden impulse. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Oh, no, of course not. Do sit down. It gives me the chance, actually, to thank you properly for the meal the other night.
Oh, no, it was my pleasure. And actually, it was more than just an impulse, I have to be honest. Would you care to have a drink with me this evening?
That's extremely kind of you, Eric. I'd be delighted.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'll call for you about 6, if that's all right.
Yes, that'll be fine, thank you. I'll look forward to it.
Good. Oh, good. Right, well, I'll see myself out. Please, carry on.
Is it absolutely necessary to have that in here? I mean, it's hardly a piece of office equipment, is it?
On the contrary, Chris will find this invaluable. The teletext facility will enable him to keep in touch with all the commodities we have.
Yeah, like football matches and cricket scores in the summer, Wimbledon when it comes around.
I wouldn't mind paging a weightlifter right now. What have we got in this thing?
Hang on, I'll give you a hand. I had a video. I could test the recorder.
Oh, hang on. Got the wedding video here.
Right, watch out.
You can't do it by yourself, Dan.
I can manage.
Right, let's see. Nothing's coming on, Frank. Hang on. Have I got the right button? Yes, here we go. Here, have a look at this. Look, there's our uninvited guest. See him in the suede jacket?
Well, who was he? Does anybody know?
Search me. I thought you invited him.
My God!
What's the matter? What is it?
Will you take a look at the state of me?
What are we supposed to be looking at?
Look, about 90.
Hardly dead. 85, perhaps.
Oh, it's no laughing matter, Chris. I look much older than you do.
You're supposed to, darling. You are his father.
I look more like his grandfather. I've got to do something about that.
And what do you have in mind? Cosmetic surgery?
I'm serious, Kim. I look terrible.
Hey, Skyver.
What are you doing here?
I beg your pardon. I thought this was my home.
No, I mean, what are you doing here now? Shouldn't you be in Leeds?
Nah. Thought I'd take the day off. Come and have a chat.
A chat? What about?
Your future.
Joe's asked you to come up, hasn't he?
No. I've come up because I wanted to. Because I wanted to make sure that you knew what you were doing.
Why does everyone seem to think they know what's best for me? Why don't they just leave me alone?
Because people care, Mark. They care what happens to you.
Look, Rachel, I know what I'm doing and I know what I want to do, and it doesn't include taking A-levels. I think I'm old enough to make my own decisions.
Yet no one's disputing that. We just don't want you to make the wrong decisions. I mean, it's going to affect the rest of your life.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad we agree on one thing. That is that it is my life. And what I do with it, Rachel, is none of your business. Or anybody's.
I'm going to bring the ewes down.
Well, I should have finished this by the time you get back.
Jack? Up there, that van.
What van? What about it?
I've seen it before.
Oh? Where?
It was parked near me the other day.
Well, it's got to park somewhere, I suppose.
I got the feeling the driver was watching me.
Are you sure it's the same one? A lot of these Dormobiles look alike, you know.
I think it is. I wonder what he's doing up there.
They'll be spying on us. Happens all the time. Dales is swarming with redundant secret agents.
Could be a camper, I suppose.
Well, let's go and find out. Shouldn't be parked there in the first place. I mean, it could be somebody lost, I suppose.
I don't believe it, Jack. He's watching us through binoculars.
Cheeky blighter. Let's go and sort him out.
All I'm asking is for you to give it a try.
I don't see the point.
Mark, you've got nothing to lose.
Look, Rachel, I could be out there in the real world, earning a decent living. I'm sick of studying.
Hi. Oh, sorry, am I interrupting?
No, it's all right.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, fine.
We don't always argue. Only when one of us can't see sense.
Not like me and my brother. We argue all the time.
Come and sit down.
You know, I think you're really lucky living here. I'd love to live on a farm.
Yeah, well, living on a farm's all right. Working on one's another story, though.
Oh, and what sort of work are you going to do?
I don't know. This and that. Travel, perhaps.
Sounds great.
Listen, would either of you two mind if I popped out for an hour? I want to catch up with Michael.
No, I don't mind.
No, it's fine. You go ahead. Take as long as you like. I'll make Ali a coffee. Is that all right?
Yeah, fine by me.
Great.
Jack, did you see who it was?
Yeah, I did. I recognised this jacket as much as anything.
Who was it?
It was a bloke I saw in a village the other week. Had a suede jacket on. I know his face, Sarah, but I can't put a name to it.
No one likes the way they look on video, I like you just as you are.
Shall I come back later?
No, it's all right, Jim. What can I do for you?
I just thought before I start next week, I'd do a recce on the Christmas trees. Which ones exactly?
I've got a map of the estate here. You'll need it to decide the best access road. Damn. This cabinet needs moving.
Oh.
No, leave it, Joe. I'll get it seen to.
Right, this map.
The shaded areas are the ones.
I'll take it with me then.
Right. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. If I do think of anything, I'll come back to you.
Right, well, that's it. That is it.
Come on, Frank. He had an advantage. Lower centre of gravity, more leverage.
Last year, I could have pushed that thing around like it was on wheels. I've got to start getting back into shape, love.
Fancy seeing you here.
Fancy.
Yes, Rachel. Visiting your boyfriend. It must be love.
Yes, it is. Actually.
Did he tell you where he was the other night?
Yes, he did, Lynn. He was with you. We've talked about it, and we've decided to forget that it ever happened.
Well, well. We are emancipated, aren't we?
One other thing. I do know why he did it. It's because of me and Pete, wasn't it?
Rubbish.
Well, maybe we're even now. Maybe we can stop sniping at each other and get on with our lives.
You really think we live in a tit-for-tat world, don't you, Rachel? Well, I've got news for you. It's just not that simple.
I think it's exactly that simple. Rachel's right, there's no purpose served in mocking each other's lives up.
Yeah, well, you would say that, wouldn't you, Michael? Because if anyone's going to come out of this smelling of roses, you are.
Lynn, you're talking absolute rubbish.
I know what I want. I want an interesting job that pays good money.
I suppose that's what most people would settle for.
Yeah, it's just a thought of having to do my A-levels first.
Yeah, I know.
I sit in my English classes sometime and think, what's the point of reading Jane Austen when I could be out earning?
Maybe you're more suited to a manual job. Academic work doesn't suit everybody.
Oh, no, I could do my A-levels if I wanted to. I'm not worried about them.
I'm sure you could.
How's things?
Fine.
If there's anything I can do.
No, thanks, Kathy.
You didn't turn in for work. I
He
wondered
just
if...
wants to wait, love.
Frank says to tell you he's really sorry about what's happened.
Oh, that's kind of him.
Let your job safe for the time being.
Thank goodness for that.
I don't need any favours.
He's just trying to be helpful, Nick.
And I don't need any help. And I don't need Frank Tate's pity.
Nick.
Look, and I don't need it from you or Kathy either, Mum.
Calm down. This isn't doing anybody any good.
Listen, this is Alice's home. And if Elsa decides to come back, Kathy, I want to be here waiting for them.
Hi, Mark. How's it going?
All right. Joe, about my job at the Woolpack.
Yeah, what about it?
Mr. Turner's agreed to let me work only Fridays and Saturdays from now on.
Well, that's great. Any particular reason?
So I've got more time to study.
Great. I'm pleased about that. I knew you'd make the right decision in the end.
Yeah, well, I can't guarantee that I'll get them, but I'll give it my best shot.
You'll get them all right. But the main thing is you're on the right track. Now, I've got a proposition to make to you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I know you're not keen on moving to Home Farm with me. So, Jack and Sarah are going to move in here, which means next door will be empty. Why don't you move in?
What? On my own?
Well, almost on your own. Rachel will be back for the holidays, but, well, you're always saying you need your independence.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll give you plenty of peace when you start revising. We think you're mature enough. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea. Can I have a party?
This won't affect the cooker, will it, Chris?
No, the wall lamps are on a different circuit.
But you are going to have to turn the lights out.
If you mean cut off the supply to the lights, yeah.
Same difference.
No, it's not. The wall switch turns the light out. I'm going to have to remove the fuse of the lighting circuit. It won't affect your cooker. I hope.
So how will you see what you're doing then?
thought of that. What's funny? Latest in DIY technology, this?
I'm sure it is, Chris. Didn't they have one in your size?
I'll grow into it. What's for dinner?
Chicken. Be about an hour.
I'll probably have finished this by then.
You staying for supper?
I'd love to, but there's a band on in Leeds that we want to see.
Hey, Rach. Thanks for coming today and for what you did.
I don't think I should be taking the credit for Mark's decision. Ali spoke to him. I think he's quite smitten. He's in the parlour saying goodbye to her just now.
Really?
He told me about moving next door.
What do you think?
I think it's great. The race is on to see who gets the biggest bedroom.
Well, just leave me out of it. Hey, remember, I'm only down the road. Any sign of any funny business, I'll be right up.
Joe, don't you trust us?
I do remember what it was like to be your age, vaguely.
Don't worry, we won't let you down.
Oh, blast!
What is it?
This old wiring keeps crumbling away when I try to connect it to the new flex. There's nothing simple in this house.
Dinner's ready.
Well, I'm not.
Well, how long are you going to be?
Oh, I've got no idea. I'm beginning to think we may have to renew the old wiring.
Oh, no. Can I make a suggestion? Break off, have dinner, then come back to it afterwards.
Oh, I suppose you're right. I'll replace the fuse so you can have the main light on. I wonder if other people have these problems. Give me strength.
One for yourself? No, thank you. I shouldn't keep her out too late if I were you. She's looking a bit peaky to me.
Oh, she looks fine to me. Wonderful, in fact.
What do women see in that man?
You mean apart from his looks, charm, and apparent generosity?
Oh, not you as well.
I should be buying you a drink, Eric. I really am grateful for your kindness the other day. The meal was lovely.
Oh, it was my pleasure. I don't really get out very often. It was a nice change.
Well, it's nice to know that chivalry isn't quite dead.
It wasn't chivalry, it was selfishness. Getting a disapproving eye over there.
Not another one.
Beg your pardon?
I received a lecture this morning from my son. He advised me to stay home and wash my hair tonight. Said you had a reputation.
Nonsense.
I said I'd make my own mind up about that.
Good.
Besides, I couldn't face another boring night in on my own.
Certainly believe in plain speaking, I've noticed.
Oh, I do, Eric. I do.
What is it about this place? You try to do one job that leads to half a dozen others.
None of them are your fault, Chris. I blame Phil Pierce. He's the one who's supposed to have done the original renovations.
Oh, get rid of them, Kathy. I don't care who it is. They'll think you've married a congenital idiot when they see this lot.
Then come in.
Hi. Just called to see how you're settling in. Oh, romantic candlelit dinner, eh? Look, if this is the wrong moment...
Well, actually...
No, of course not. Find a seat.
I see you're still in to do it yourself, Chris. I must say I didn't have you down as a handyman.
Well, I'd try and...
Did I say handyman? Now that's what I call ambitious.
Lynn, his showers are rather good, don't you think?
There aren't many amateurs who tackle a major construction job like that. And what's this? Electrics as well. I am impressed.
Oh, well, I think he's pretty wonderful myself.
Wonderful? Kathy, you don't know how lucky you are.
They must be drunk. I've never heard her laugh so raucously.
She's just enjoying herself.
And I do hope she knows what she's doing.
They're having a drink, Mr. Turner. A drink and a chat, that's all.
Well, we all know what that can lead to, don't we?
Do we?
I cannot remember, Elizabeth, when I have enjoyed the pleasure of a lady's company quite so much.
Flatterer.
No, I'm being serious.
I've enjoyed myself too. Although I can't say the same for our host.
Ignore him. Another one?
I hate to sound like a party pooper, but I've had enough. Well, more than enough. And so have you. You're driving.
Oh, no, I'll be all right.
No, you won't. Why don't you take a stroll across the road with me?
I'd be delighted.
They're walking across the road.
No.
Arm in arm.
Never.
They're going into the cottage. My cottage.
Can you see anything?
No, of course I can't. She's drawn the curtains.
We could have done it across the road.
It could take ages. How are you feeling now?
Quite, invigorated.
But not sufficiently in control of your faculties.
Well, I've been in worse conditions. But I bow to your better judgment.
Well, in that case, you'd better do it now.
Taxi.
Couldn't sleep. I want a cup of tea, my dear.
Come back to bed.
Can't. Too much on my mind.
Like what?
Oh, Joe going, us moving, possible prowlers on our doorstep.
The man in the suede coat.
Silly, but I keep thinking we're being watched.
You too. Scary feeling, isn't it?
Oh, we're being silly. I mean, if there was anyone out there, the geese would soon let us know.
I suppose so.
We're tired. Our imaginations are working overtime.